In early July, Singapore's Chinese media Lianhe Zaobao interviewed residents from East Coast GRC and West Coast GRC to gauge their perspectives on the upcoming general election, especially in light of the intense battles of 2020. With early election expectations looming, East Coast GRC residents anticipate tense competition between the People's Action Party's and Workers' Party's representatives. While some voters from West Coast GRC explicitly expressed hope that candidates from the Alternative Party, Progress Singapore Party, will be elected to Parliament. They believe this would serve as a wake-up call for the ruling government to pay more attention to the pressing issues faced by ordinary Singaporeans. Some residents expressed confidence in the incumbent PAP MPs, acknowledging their efforts to engage with the community. Others stressed the need for broader parliamentary representation and voiced concerns over rising costs, urging the incumbent PAP government to be more responsive to the people's needs.
我只是大选的时候，我们只是看到他一次而已咯 ，then after that 就没有了咯。我希望他们能进Parliament， 可以represent 我们，因为我们不够opposition party 在里面，希望他们在里面政府他们会 wake up 啦。
这个选区他做得非常的好，所以当这个事件发生的时候，我是有点惊讶。我觉得可能会有一些影响。 不过，如果那个执政党他下定决心，然后放下功夫去跟选民多接触，然后了解他们的心声，我相信应该不会有太大的问题。
In G2020, under Iswaran and National Development Minister Desmond Lee's leadership, the PAP narrowly secured victory with 51.69% of the votes, defeating PSP led by veteran politician Dr. Tan Cheng Bock, who garnered 48.31%. Speculation suggests that with Iswaran facing corruption charges, alternative parties may have a better chance at challenging PAP strongholds in East Coast and West Coast. Earlier, PSP Chairman Dr. Tan did not rule out the possibility of contesting in the upcoming GE. Under the leadership of 83-year-old Dr. Tan, PSP has been actively engaging in grassroots efforts in West Coast GRC, aiming to secure support in the upcoming GE following Iswaran's corruption charges. On the other hand, when asked by a Zaobao reporter about their satisfaction with the incumbent PAP MPs and their hopes for change, East Coast residents emphasized the need for competition to motivate MPs to work harder, particularly in improving the conditions of their area compared to newer developments.
Ethics is very, very important. Basically, what does the party stand for, and what does, not just for the party, but also basically what do the individual politicians actually stand for, whether do they actually have a good, clean slate, whether can they relate to the normal people on the ground as well.
Because the community now, there are more younger generation, they want to see a lot of challenges that's happening so that there is improvement. So it's naturally, the gap is not going to be, it's going to be very close.
Over the past 4 general elections, the Workers' Party has consistently contested in East Coast GRC, intensifying its efforts to engage with residents since the previous GE. WP team, including Mr. Kenneth Fu, Dylan Fueng, Terence Stanley Chun, Abdul Sharif Abu Qasim, and then WP Youth Wing President Nicole CA contested in East Coast GRC in GE 2020. The PAP team, led by Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat, along with incumbents Dr. Maliki Osman and Ms. Jessica Tan, and newcomers Ms. Cheryl Chan and Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, secured victory in the GRC with 53.39% of the vote, promoting their East Coast plan. In 2023, CA resigned from the WP following a leaked video exposed an extramarital affair with former WP MP Leon Pereira in the wake of the resignation of PAP MPs Tan Chuanjin and Cheng Li Hui. Rumors and speculation swirl around the potential return of former WP chief and ex-MP for Aljunied GRC, Mr. Loti Yakiang, to politics, fueled by his enduring grassroots popularity. Mr. Lo, along with former MP for Hougang GRC Ping Huot, decided not to contest in GE 2020. There is speculation about whether Mr. Lo will lead a team to challenge the PAP stronghold in the upcoming election, reminiscent of his strategic move in 2011 when he opted not to contest in Hougang SMC, but instead contested in Aljunied GRC, leading the party to a historic breakthrough by securing the first GRC from the PAP.